According to page 6, Harry and Meghan Markle reportedly failed to fill the seats at their own documentary premiere at Sundance, the festival famous for launching indie hits, and now, apparently, for hosting rows of empty chairs. The couple arrived in Park City, Utah for the debut of Cookie Queens. It sounds glamorous, right? Very high-end. Very award season energy. But once the screening began, roughly 150 seats in the balcony were still vacant. This wasn't a case of a few late arrivals stuck in traffic. It looked more like an audience that never showed up. Eventually, a handful of weightlifters drifted in and took up some of the empty spots, most of them holding nearly $6,900 express badges. The kind that grant access to almost everything. Even so, the crowd didn't exactly rush in to catch the Sussexes' film, despite all the last-minute effort. By the time things settled, around 60 seats remained empty, and this was a premiere with the producers sitting right there. Now, this is where things start to get interesting. The night before, Olivia Wilde's film The Invite had crowds being turned away at the door. No seats left, no exceptions. Completely full. Meanwhile, Harry and Meghan appeared to be hosting a much quieter event, one surrounded by noticeably empty cushions. Photos making the rounds online showed clear gaps throughout the balcony. But don't worry, the Sussex supporters wasted no time stepping in. According to them, the entire situation was nothing more than an online fabrication. One fan claimed the theater was completely full, while others shared screenshots suggesting tickets were unavailable. So which version is true? Was it sold out, or just sold kinder? Cue Reddit. Entering the scene. A local Sundance attendee explained that Cookie Queens was actually scheduled for a Sunday morning screening in Salt Lake City, not Park City, where most of the real festival buzz happens. In other words, this was festival overflow, the secondary tier, the nothing else is on time slot. A 9 a.m. screening is essentially Sundance's equivalent of being sent to sit at the kids' table. The Reddit user even suggested tickets likely would have been easy to grab, unless public sales were quietly limited by the Sussexes themselves. Oop. People also noticed that pass holders were rushed in at the last minute just to fill the empty seats. Let that sink in. Your premiere needed emergency guests. That's like throwing a birthday party and then pleading with random people outside to come help eat the cake. Would they really lie about attendance? Come on. Online commenters showed absolutely no mercy. Words like delusional, irrelevant, and failure were being tossed around like confetti. Some even joked that Harry and Meghan may have bought their own tickets to stage a sellout, only to still be left with visible empty seats. That's embarrassing on a whole new level. At this stage, critics argue that nearly everything the couple touches seems to fall flat. Podcast deals, media contracts, low-key projects, brief bursts of public goodwill, all gone. And Meghan, according to detractors, somehow manages to make every project revolve around herself, every single time. No exceptions. So here we are, two former royals, enormous platform, worldwide name recognition, yet still struggling to fill a theater at one of the biggest film festivals on the planet, from palace balconies to empty balconies.